beautiful people. This is the delivery room, the room where we talk about relationship, marriage, and controversial issues. And for this topic, on this episode, we will be talking about this. Is it acceptable for a spouse to move away while making a phone call? My name is Doris Omotayo, and I'm your host for today. Well, it is never the host alone. I have my important people here with me. I've got Abib with the B. What's up?
Hi.
How you
good
doing?
To see you, Doris.
It's good to see you. Long time no see, no saw.
Yeah, good to be back on this side.
And what's up with that face? That face, I want to laugh. Like it's pushing me to laugh.
I want to be loyal, but your hair is making me. I love the what is the name?
It's knotless braid.
Okay, it's making me want to do Shina.
Shina? I know, sir. You're married. Also, it's good to have you here, Nakel, in the building. You look good. You look
always so clean, no dirtiness.
And now we have JJ in the building.
Jay of Lagos.
Yeah.
Jay of Lagos. Welcome to the show.
I got you, Doris.
And I got you too.
This is an honor and a privilege to be on the show with you guys.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, back to the topic. This episode is an interesting one. A lot of people find it hard, but, my people are yet to give their opinion about it. So the question is it acceptable for a spouse to move away while making a phone call? And let me pass the question to B with the B.
Well, I think it depends largely on the context. It depends largely on the environment, on what is going on at that moment. But naturally, if a spouse moves away from you to receive a phone call, it definitely triggers something. It triggers, what's going on? Is there something I don't know about? Is it something suspicious? It triggers suspicion, really. And it depends on the context to be able to say, okay, is this something to be worried about? Is this something we can talk about much later? Or there's nothing to worry about.
Okay, Nakel.
To me, I don't want to sit at the fence. For me, there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with it. If there is no any doubt in the relationship, if there is nothing like trust issues, do what you think is right. For you moving away, you must have your reasons. And that shouldn't spide up, or what we say, maybe cheating, or because everything ends up in maybe your partner is cheating. For me, there's nothing wrong with it. If you think moving away gives confidential for what you want to talk about, there's nothing wrong with it. That is not going to pose doubt or whatsoever. So for me, there's nothing wrong with it.
Wow. Coming from you, I'm shocked.
Why are you shocked?
Okay, we'll be back to that later.
That's new.
So, Jaye of Lagos, is it something you can accept?
For me personally, I believe there's a level of privacy to one's personality. Let's put instance about work and ethics. For someone like me, a clinical social worker, I might have to discuss things about my clients. I have to respect such person's privacy. You get? So, due to my work ethics, I can't speak about my client in the front of another person, irrespective of who the person is. You get? And aside that, even normally, there are things that are very, very personal. A friend might just want to, pass a sharp message to you. It just has to be about consistency in the way you do that thing, the way you pick that call. Normally there will be calls that you pick outside where your husband or your wife is. Most times when a man, normally, that kind of style, when they call, you understand, it's always a monosyllabic response. And now, okay.
Same here. Same here.
I'll call you
Me
back.
too.
Yeah? And I'm you understand what I'm saying?
Sure, I understand.
So to me, I believe it's just about what you are doing. Like, what you are doing.
Oh,
So stepping
definitely.
away or not stepping away, I don't think it's really
It's not a
something-
big deal for
It's
you.
not a big deal.
So, Abib, will you begin to suspect your partner if she, she has a call and go to somewhere to make the call?
He said something about consistency. I think that if it is, there's a way, major, like I said, is the context that will determine my reaction. If this is someone that is not used to this act and it suddenly just started.
Okay, now,
If-
what if she's preparing, she's preparing a surprise for you,
Well, I
or there's
wouldn't know
something
in
like
that
a surprise,
moment.
and she's planning it maybe probably for like a month.
Well, like
And
I said,
every week, she receives the call like 2 times, 3 times. She moves
Yeah.
away from you to receive the call.
Yeah.
And for like 2 months,
yeah, I would notice that there's something wrong. And of course,
will you begin to suspect? Will you begin to
yes, it's going
attack
to
her,
as a no, not attack, but as a very curious person, I'd like to know what's going on.
But what if she does not want you to know?
Then it means that I'm going to be suspicious. Yes. But then it also means that it also brings a test on the relationship, what the relationship is all about right from the start. If it is something that is new, relatively new, not something I'm used to, then of course I'll be triggered. I would want to know. I'll be suspicious. But then at the end of the day, end justifies the
Doris, let me just
nothing to
come in
worry
here.
about.
This is where trust issue comes in.
That is it.
If you trust your partner, it doesn't mean there are sometimes you are not at home, they receive call. There are sometimes you
Exactly.
are not together, they receive call.
Exactly.
If they move away, they take it in your presence, it doesn't really matter. They might not even take call and keep shouting if they are shitting on you.
Definitely.
There might be timetable for everything. That this so time to so time when I'm at home, all I can do is chat with you, not calling. That doesn't mean
like
the
that.
person is not shitting on you. Now receiving call, stepping away shouldn't even trigger anything. If you trust that person so much,
But Nakel, you won't take it as a man. You won't take it as a man.
will
If your
take it.
partner,
If it's not
2
something you're
months,
used to,
it doesn't
of course.
really matter.
2 months,
Hello,
something you're
that
not
is where
used to.
that is where trust issue comes in.
Okay.
Something must have been so important for that call to take place.
It does not happen before. It just started
doesn't
happening
just-
suddenly.
within 2 months,
No,
you know.
come on.
It
It's
doesn't
natural.
matter. It depends.
It's natural
Or
for
maybe
you to
it-
react.
If she wants me to know,
Okay.
if she wants me to know what it's all about,
All right.
she will have said it in my presence.
Okay.
It might even be a family issue that she doesn't want me to get involved.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
I don't think for me- I
what
don't think
if
humans
she-
act
what if
naturally
she-
like
what
Nakel
if
just
she?
described.
What if she cuts the call, move out
Yeah.
to call back?
Yeah.
You know, it's 2 different things. She's speaking the call where you are and moving away, but she cuts the call and within 2 minutes and be like, I want to ease myself, and she goes somewhere to. Will the trust still remain the same?
Everything still go back to trust issue.
Yeah.
For every action, like they say, there's reaction. But for me, for every action, there's a reason. She must have a valid reason to do that. But that doesn't mean she's cheating on me.
And the fact
right,
that you
definitely.
don't know the reason,
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay
makes
of
you suspicious.
Lagos,
No.
you don't have a big deal with it, right? Now, you can do it to your partner, and you can do it to your partner without having a big deal. You don't see it as something big. But what if she's the one in this case? She does not have, with your type of job, you can, you're being confidential with your client and everything. But she's this type of person. She can tell you everything. Our job is not something relating to yours. Will you not find it very strange that this person, she doesn't have a client, she's not someone that picks call or have confidential stories about client and everything?
I'd say occupations, like what we do, is not gender-based. We have
This
male
is not
clients.
occupational.
Just hold on, let me
Okay.
bring on my point. We have male clients and we have female clients. You get. Let me say now, I have some clients like high-end clients. When they give me a call, I just have to step away from there must not be any form of distortion in that call. You understand? Like, I need I need clarity for that kind of call. You understand?
Yeah.
So if like Pasuma calls me and I'm in an environment like my wife is there, I might just need to excuse myself from that place. You get? So me personally, I don't have an issue with it. But in the case of my wife,
Yeah.
picking a call in my absence, there's this thing about time will tell, actions will tell. The body speaks. For who really looks like down deep into things. There are a lot of calls you pick that I won't shake. And there are some calls that you see that consistency in that call. Like, why is it this call? There's always a particular
That's
call.
why I said, what if it's a surprise? What if she's planning a surprise
The
for you?
surprise she's planning for about a month. Is she planning my demise?
Let me just come in here. They say what is good for the goose is also good for the gender.
Yeah.
For Jaiye to say, okay, he can move away at any point in time or at any time
Exactly.
so also apply to the wife.
That is it.
That is where trust issue comes in.
Yeah.
But like Jaiye also said, there is this call you will make that your body language will tell what is it all about. If it's something, if you know, when someone is guilty about something, their reaction tells, especially women, because people are so always emotional.
Met some women that are so
No
strong.
matter how strong you are,
Strong-hearted.
there are things you will do or your reaction will tell that you've done something wrong. But seriously, if there is no trust issue, you won't even reason it. You won't look at it.
but
what
let's-
is good for the goose is also good for the gender.
Let's look
In
at
that sense, Jaiye.
what are the things that can make it that can make it an issue that your partner moves away from you to receive a call. First off, this is not something that you're used to. Like Nakel said, of course, there's also always the issue of trust. If you trust your partner, of course, it won't be a bother, it won't be anything. But this is something you're not used to, and then this person started moving this way. Of course, it triggers something in you, except you are not interested or you are partially in the relationship. If it's a relationship that you're invested in, of course you'll be triggered that, oh, why is this person
That is why
acting
I'm
this way?
surprised when Akel
So when he
says,
says
trust,
when he says it's
no matter
trust,
how much you trust
Hold
your
on,
partner,
hold on.
you will feel some type of
What I
way.
see is, most times, if a call comes through, even without picking the call, there's no way, or in most cases, your eye glances through that phone.
Definitely.
When you see mom calling and your wife picks the call from mom and excuses herself, you are not going to have any trust issues.
of course.
But when
What
you
if
see
she
a
saved
number
the
that is
number
not
with
saved,
mom and it's not-
no, don't worry. When you see you see a number that is not saved,
Okay.
you know now.
Okay,
Okay,
those are
let
the
me come here.
You
Let me come
understand?
here.
Those are the contexts
Yoruba have an
where-
adage. They say, "Tinu about Doshukun or chicken something that
Yeah,
know
no,
the budget."
budget, yeah.
If there had not been issue, or if there have not been any traces of shit, if there have not been any traces of something suspicious, I
Exactly,
don't think
before-
those calls. You can only be triggered if there are traces of suspiciousness in one
The
another.
relationship.
Like
You
I
understand?
said.
And Habib saying because you've invested in this, that one is aside. You understand? Trust is trust.
Trust
Either
is
you
trust,
invested
yeah.
in this or you didn't invested in the relationship. Trust is trust. If you
Definitely.
trust the person, you have no reason to be doubtful of any of their actions.
See, no matter how you trust the person, if something is becoming too much, like 1 month, you question it. I'm
Hello,
sorry,
she's
you
not, she's not
will.
a customer care.
Doris.
She's not a customer care,
Doris.
so you cannot
All
be
right, guys, so let's
every-
go on a quick short break and we will be right back. So stay with us. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back, guys. I hope you're still with us. And we're still on the same topic that says, is it acceptable for your spouse to move away while receiving a phone call? And now my question is back to Nakel. You said it's no big deal, right? You can accept it.
Absolutely.
There is no problem. What if it is not even cheating? What if your partner is making a phone call to probably you or take your properties
Do
or
I
just run away with the kids.
do I look
Everything is not
like do I
about
look
cheating.
like someone that can be killed? That's the first question. And the second question, I'm not gullible to the extent that I'm going to give someone the access to go away with my property without me being no. There's always check and balance in everything you are doing in life.
What if it's
And
not
that
even
also
your
should
property?
be key to your relationship as well.
What if it's not even your property? What if, there are some cases that before you know it as a man, your wife, her documents, her child document, everything, she left the house, she probably traveled abroad.
You see, in everything I do in life, I don't keep my happiness to one person.
What is that?
Yes, I don't keep my happiness to one person because this
Okay.
person you meet, truly we are saying we love you, I love you, you are the source of my life, you are the this, all these things, we are just using these words to encourage and to let the other person know that they are very important in your life. But every important person, even twins that they born, they will conceive at the same time, born together on the long run, they still depart. So there is always this, if anything happen in this life, I will move on. I won't lie to you. No matter what, no matter how much in love I'm with this
Is
person.
it that easy to move on?
Yeah,
To
to you,
someone you've spent the rest of your life
as
with.
a man, I love with my brain, not with my heart.
Okay.
If it happens, I reshuffle.
You reshuffle that fast, that quick.
No,
sure.
I tell you, I reshuffle. I move on.
Okay.
You said it is not a big deal, right?
Yeah, sure.
So receiving call, moving away, your partner moving away to receive call is not a deal breaker in your relationship. You moving away is not a deal breaker.
It's not supposed to be.
I don't
It's
think
not
it's supposed to be a deal
It's
breaker.
not supposed to be a
No,
deal
it's
breaker.
not.
So you
Because
can take it.
even
It's not a red flag.
naturally in relationship, there's still supposed to be that tiny space for boundaries. Every relationship, no matter how strong it is, there's still supposed to be that space for each individualism in the marriage, and that personal boundary should be respected. So of course you can pick calls. Of course you can do your own thing without suspicion. But it becomes a problem when it is something unusual. It is in the context of where you're not even supposed to move, because naturally I'll allow you to do your thing. But then it becomes so obvious. You do it so brazenly. You do it. It's I'm human. So naturally, it will trigger suspicion that what's going on. She doesn't do like this before. She doesn't pick this kind of numbers before. She doesn't. Her mom does not call at 12 a.m. before. Things like that would naturally trigger me to ask questions. And then
you are making it to come too much official. Let me ask you, what if she's not picking the call and spending most time on the phone chatting? Well, you
That
understand?
is not the question.
Yes, I'm still telling you. There are some form of cheating, because why you saying it's becoming suspicious is because maybe he's stepping
I
away
am
from
human.
What if
It will trigger me to be suspicious,
Okay,
to ask questions.
What if she's working remotely?
Then let her explain.
on phone?
She can explain that away. It's so
you
simple.
know a partner can pick a phone call with the person they are cheating on you with, and you will never know.
Now
Yes.
Mugun go do that one. No be man like me.
Hey, really?
Now Mugun.
I agree that can happen. Like I said,
When we agree?
I agree.
Are you the kind of man?
No, it's not. No. Wait, that can happen. Doesn't
That
mean that
means
it can happen
you
to
can't
me.
pick such call in my
There's-
presence.
It
and
can
I will not
happen.
do.
Anybody can
There's-
cheat. Anybody
I
can do
don't know.
anything they
I
want.
people-
Nake,
No,
there's this
nigga
old-
like us.
Why are you
there's
giving
this old
yourself
jam
the
I used to
headache?
Listen to.
Yeah.
The musician said, and I quote, he said, "Èrò tí obìnrin rojọ́ alẹ́ ẹ̀, èrò tó obìnrin ro ọjọ́ ọkọ fálè kò lè ro ẹjọ́ àlè fún ọkọ."
No, yeah.
Shey you understand?
Possible.
For you to say you want to pick someone you are cheating with call in the presence of your significant other, it requires a lot of guts.
But you may do that.
Wait. And aside a lot of guts,
Okay.
women are, they are well equipped with deceit. And deceit is very glaring.
Very, very.
You understand?
Yeah.
For a man, I'm not talking about boys.
Yeah.
A man that has been through it. A man that have served breakfast, a real agba cook. You understand?
Has been there.
But-
and that.
Jai, let me just come in there. You were saying let me say, if a woman pick a call, no matter which call a woman picks or someone picks, let's just focus on women now. If they pick call someone they are in love with, it tests in their body, it tests in their face, it tests in no. If you are not a master, that you've mastered cheating, that you know even you can pick call in the presence of your husband and decode. There are some people that can decode your code.
Okay.
I'm one of those that can decode that your code. Forget all these things you say women are very deceiving.
You are the same person that talked about trust.
Yes, this is where it comes. I said I'm not going to be bothered. But if you now have the God, you are cheating with somebody, you now want to pick the call because you've seen Mugu. Maybe you've been meeting different kind of guys. You play this game. Hello, when you come to me, I will unboss you.
Okay. But now I understand where Nakel is coming from the fact that it does not necessarily mean cheating, but if it is cheating, it would know.
I will know.
What he's saying.
That is why I won't bother.
And then if you come back to my own point, naturally the question says, would you accept it? Yes, it is not a problem.
Okay, no.
But then I would not accept it if it becomes recurrent.
Yeah.
And I'm suspicious.
Okay, let me put
I would have to ask
Let me
questions.
put it this way. You have a girlfriend, she comes to you, and she's this type of person that has never received call. She puts her phone DND, always on DND.
Yeah.
Is this something? And you
That's
ask
also
her,
suspicious.
She's
It's not
seen
something
why
she's done
you
before.
shouldn't. Let me tell you.
What if she
you
says
have
she
a
does not
girl,
want
if you have a
anyone to
girl, you don't
bother
want
her?
the girl. Let me tell you, when you are dating a girl and you've not hooked the girl, she's still in the labor market. Let her
that
trend.
means cheating
want
is
to,
allowed in relationship.
Of course, yes. Until you hook the person, once you be dating someone for five years, 6 years, and you don't want the person to have
there are instances
option
whereby
B.
Yeah.
You be with a girl,
Okay.
you know quite all right.
Right.
She's texting
Other
another
people.
nigga. But you know, just because nothing special holds you guys.
Of course,
you
you see
can't
the
talk.
market. You say see
You
the
understand?
market.
You say you
But
all
it's
know.
something special that holds you guys together. Like he said now, he said you are still in the labor market. That means cheating is allowed
Hello,
in relationship.
if I become jealous of you as a girlfriend, that means I'm seeing future with you. That we've seen this thing before we get
But you
settled.
just said cheating is
No.
not.
Hello, look at
I
it. It's
think-
not
I
even
think
cheating.
Nakel
That
is
thing is not
shifting
cheating.
the
It's not-
post
I'm
now.
not shifting the call. Let me see you. If I'm dating you
Okay.
and you have other guys, I won't see it as cheating. You are
Oh,
playing
really?
game. Yeah, it's
I'm
not
playing-
cheating to me.
Oh,
because,
really?
because I'm not
It's not
That
committed
means
to
the
you.
person does not mean anything to you.
Hello, it's not every. Is it every girl you date that means something to you?
No,
Some
we're
is
talking
just-
about.
That is what
So,
I'm saying.
so that means
What if
that
you're
Some
in
are
the
just to
context of
satisfy
that-
your urge and just time.
that you love, like
Yeah.
that you have feelings for.
Hello, we know how many girls
The
we love
question
back in the
says your
university.
partner.
It's not everyone that
Nakel.
means matter to us.
The question says now.
It's
if
just that
partner,
time.
Nakel,
For you
that
to-
one
Hello,
that
that
you
is what I'm
love,
not saying. We have. Do you know how many partners we have back then?
that
So
you
do
have.
you love
This is
all
what I
your
said.
partner? Do you love all your partner?
I love some
For
with
you to be
heart,
able to
some with head.
unzip
Even the one
in
with
presence
heart
of a person.
is still no.
Yeah.
Is love. For you to unzip, you never
It's
make
not
out
love.
with
Some
someone.
will be transaction.
No,
Jare.
some people.
Some are
so you want to
transactional.
tell me this,
Some are transactional.
everybody that you
Even
open your-
Olosho, even all these
right?
Olosho, they
Okay.
still
What about
unzip.
people that you pay
Some
for
are
sex?
transactional. You know,
You love the person
unzipping.
shape
You
now.
love the person.
Let me just tell you, the one Jare said, the one Jare just said, it's not everybody you unzip or you go nude or naked
Exactly,
for.
I
Some
don't
are
have-
transactional.
that
yes,
is
sir.
it.
But this is where I'm coming from. Because I'm talking to you, or because me and you are seeing, it's just like me having a side chick. And you want the side chick not to plan her own life. I always hear these stories of sugar mommy, sugar daddy, and the sugar mommy will see would be gay, being jealous of the boy. Are you mad or something?
Nakel,
If I'm your sugar, if you are
have
my
taken
sugar
this-
mommy.
You're shifting
taking
the
this
point.
conversation
You're-
out
you're
of
shifting
context.
the point.
No,
You're shifting
I'm
the
just
point.
Question says, is it
If in
acceptable?
my marriage and my wife is speaking call
consistently.
consistently,
Yeah.
excusing my presence,
Yes.
I won't take it the other way. It has reasons. And that reason,
That is why
I
said everything
become,
does not have to be
I'm
with
going
cheating.
to,
Everything
Until
is
you
not
find
cheating,
out.
no.
I'm
Until
not
you
see-
get to find out that
Nakel,
yes,
until
you're
you
planning
find out.
something. And
that is where I now tell you that when this thing now come, your reaction will tell me that something is going on. Then I have to what? That is where communication
how
has
will
Now
see
you
reaction?
come back- now
How
you
will
That
you
is
see
where-
reaction?
now
Because
he has
you
come
don't
back
see
to my
a
point.
CC.
For someone like
You have
me,
come back
for
to my
someone
point.
like
Receiving a
me,
phone call.
who majors in psychology.
Yeah.
You see, there are things you see. Like, psychology involves reading a person's behavior to predict
The
You
actions,
understand?
yeah.
Situation.
when you are picking. Like I said earlier, there's always this one call. Don't worry. There might be thousands of calls on that very phone, but there's one particular.
What if she saved that same number with a
See,
family's number,
it doesn't
maybe mom
matter.
or
See,
dad.
it doesn't matter.
And she
It
tells
doesn't.
you that I don't want. It's my mom that is calling me. What to excuse this
It doesn't
call.
matter.
You don't
what
need to
name
tell
you are
me,
saving
sir.
with.
You don't need to tell
We've
me.
seen girls that will put carpenter, maybe Uber
Access
driver,
Access Bank.
Femi.
Access Bank.
You know, that's that they'll just find some.
Baba Agba.
Nakel,
I
yes,
just saw your name with Yadba before.
you're not giving me Nakel. See,
Yeah.
you don't see a problem. They see problems with it. You don't see
I
a
don't see
problem.
problem.
Who saw a
That is what
problem?
I'm
I didn't
saying.
see a problem with it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, you
Habib
didn't
is the one
see.
saying, Habib is a lover boy.
What if that call is not even about cheating? You said you will find out. How will you find out if it's not a big deal that she moves away to receive call?
Yeah.
Then how will you find out that yes, she's planning something when she does not even stay with you to receive call?
I've said this before. In
said he does not care.
every step in my life, there's always check balance. I know nobody is perfect. But that life, if it's about taking my life, taking my property, it's not gonna be easy because there's check balance.
Is it not gonna be? You don't even know.
You don't need. I don't
You're
need
not
to
even
know
paying
what.
attention.
That is why check balance has been in place.
Why do you want to check balance?
You don't
Check
worry.
balance
That is
what
what
you
makes
don't
me
care
a
about.
man.
Check balance what you don't,
cannot.
what you
What
don't,
you don't
what you
know.
don't.
How-
have to
It's not gonna happen
Can you check
suddenly.
balance what you don't know?
That is when it will
Can
come.
you?
If you have
Something
your,
you're not being you're not suspicious
see,
about.
some of us are
there
OG.
things they call
can't be
precautionary
OG.
measures. They are precautionary measures. You
Okay.
understand? If you knew from onset, okay, you are buying things, properties in the name of your wife, you know, you have already opened gate for.
No, if you are going,
That kind of-
going to buy
No,
property
no.
in the name of your wife, that means you are giving her as a gift, not yours. Not yours.
Okay, this is not even
You
about
are
property.
extending the conversation.
No, that is just
to-
no. This is another
He's giving
point.
a
This is another
context.
point
He's
on
giving
his
a
own.
context.
Understand
It's
my
a
point.
topic
What I'm
on his
trying-
own,
What I'm trying to say
He's
is
giving a context, yeah.
for the instance you made
Right.
mention of, like if your wife is trying to make
Play
away
you.
with your valuables, or you know, first of all, how will she take what is not legally hers?
It was not possible to be taken.
You get? It's not legally ours. But once she knows that I'm a signatory to this thing, if she has a good legal consultant, she might just win you off.
What if it's not even property?
What is your life?
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Yes.
See,
you don't
Doris,
know what they call
this
the lack
thing-
of insurance.
Abi now.
How can you use Ojuala to Shori when you are not even paying attention in the
Ifura
first
logun
place?
agba.
I don't
How
need-
do you want to fura?
Don't worry.
How do
Don't
you
let me
want
tell.
to
Let me
fura
let me
that
Pansa
girl?
fura that make Pansa to just, you know.
let me tell you this.
Girl, you will never know.
Let
That
me
is
let
the
me tell you. Let me
truth.
tell you this.
You
Let me.
won't.
It's a lie. You
You're
will
not
know.
paying attention.
It's only
to
a
it. You
gullible
cannot
person that will know. It's only a gullible person that will know.
Like I said,
Something must have struck
thing-
for her to do this thing.
this
You
thing
understand?
is this
All
thing
these
is
things-
contextual.
The
There are
marriage, the
the
marriage
calls-
is a happy marriage.
There are
Yeah.
the calls that
There's nothing to be suspicious about.
Yeah.
The marriage is happy. You guys are fine. But
Yeah.
she's planning something behind your back and you don't even know why.
What
Because
trigger her planning?
how can you know?
nah,
No, something must have
until it comes out, you won't know.
cannot
Don't worry,
know.
I go know. I'm not more
eh.
lásán sẹ́.
You cannot know. I'm sorry.
See,
I will.
duty here, you understand?
Alákọ̀ọ́bí sọ́rí.
Omo, it be like say-
So that
If you like say na babalawos,
So-
I deal with.
Don't worry. That is why we are Yorubas.
cannot know, Nakel. My point
I
is
like-
you can never know because you were not paying attention in the
Omo.
first place. You
Yeah.
cannot know. He can know because
If
he
you are
was
not paying attention, how do you now know that she's speaking a call in your absence?
No, that's a physical
You don't
act.
understand.
Now.
That's she's
That's a
making
it's a public
call.
act. It's a physical act. You can see it happen. And
But
then,
you don't
like
know
I
the
said,
discussion.
it
You're
is
not
not
paying
a problem
attention.
until either it becomes consistent or it becomes strange things start happening.
Now
Strange
that's
numbers start
strange.
What
coming.
You
is that
know.
strange thing? What if you
So
don't
when
know?
it is
How
when
do you
you
want
see
to
it
know?
that you react to it.
I said
So
your
you can't say it
reaction
is-
will say it.
You can't
all.
say it is
Reaction.
acceptable
How
or
can
not
you say my
acceptable or
reaction
acceptable
when you don't even know
until
the
you
kind of
know.
call like
If you
this?
see
When
a
you don't
strange
even-
number,
That is
if you
what
see a
makes us a
strange
special
number,
man. There are
don't
men.
pay attention.
There are concourse
Like
inside
that.
concourse.
except you don't care.
If you pick that kind of call and you come back, you are now touching me the way you are not touching
What
me.
if I wasn't touching you? We are just- I'm touching
Yes.
you, Omufuradani. I'm not touching you, Otumufurada.
No, you know there's, like you said, for every action there's a reaction.
What if I'm not I'm not giving you any reaction?
When you come back from that call, there's like my Oga said, yeah, you can't go, no worry. It might be at the first instance, first, second instance. Once there is continuity in it,
then it becomes a problem,
it becomes
right?
But that is what I'm saying. It becomes a problem for the both of you.
Yes.
He does not have a problem with it.
I don't have a
He's
problem with you
fine
making
with
call.
it.
When
Because
you
it's sure
call,
for us.
now have but.
You get
You,
insurance.
no worry.
You cannot
You
know.
know what?
now.
You want me to say my code on?
You cannot
You want me to say
know.
my code?
You cannot
You get
know.
bender
You
insurance.
can never know. See,
That
that
is the-
girl,
that
I'm
is the
sorry.
word.
You get
She's going
bender
to sell your
insurance.
property.
Nah, lie.
She's
Nah,
going
Mugu
to
they
move
go do.
away and travel
Now,
out, and you will still never
if she
know.
carry my pikin, if not my pikin, she travel out there. Uncle Bami go leru ni.
Okay.
Ọ̀rọ̀ mi leru ni. Pikin go find papa on the long run.
All
You no
right.
worry.
Okay, all right, guys. That is that on that. And so the topic is still: is it acceptable for your spouse to pick a phone call and move away while you're there? So kindly drop your opinion on the comment section. And this is the delivery room, a room where we talk about so many things. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at
The delivery
room.
NG.
Yes. My name is Doris Omotayo. See you next time. Love, light, and peace.
Share out.